Hey everybody, amazinglibertarian here. Making this video as a response to Michael, whose username is impossible for me to pronounce. Sorry about that. Making a video response to him about my Jesus is God argument. So I'm going to go through and answer the points that he made in his video. The first point that he made was, how do I know the apostles were killed? He was asking for evidence for the apostles being killed. So the evidence I want to provide is Josephus recorded James's execution in his book Antiquities of the Jews. And Fox's Book of Martyrs also recorded many of the disciples being killed for their faith. So two different sources there for the execution and martyrdom of the disciples. His next point was the resurrection could have been a lie to try to prove a truth. Like, you know, I know something is true, but I can't convince others, so I have to lie about it. And then he provided, he provided the resurrection. So he said that could have been just a lie. But see, how could that have been a lie? I don't see how the resurrection could have been faked. So, I mean, could the disciples have stolen the body? I don't think so. I don't think the disciples could have stolen the body and been living a lie their entire lives and then being martyred for a lie without ever breaking and saying, yeah, it really was just a lie. I don't think that would have been possible for them to do. He also stated the apostles could have gotten together and all lied just to be famous, to create some religion that would eventually have millions of people believing in it. But would a bunch of people all die for a cause they knew to be a lie, without any of them cracking under pressure and just saying, oh yeah, I really deceived all of these people, or, you know, the resurrection really wasn't true? I don't really think that all of those people would have been martyred for something, and none of them would have admitted that we just lied to all of you. I think if you got 15 random people or 20 random people together, and they told them to, you know, believe in some lie, to go out and tell everyone that unicorns exist or something, you know, like that, and then people started threatening them with death, I don't think all of those people would have continued to make those claims they knew to be lies. He went on to say that, talk about Jesus coming to earth to save us. And he doesn't really believe that Jesus would have come to earth to save us. And I think Jesus came to earth to experience human life as well as to save humans. And when I say save, I don't mean like save us from hell or save us from some eternal punishment. Because I think God knows that humans can't be held accountable for what sin or whatever things they might have done wrong in their life. Because God created them to do that. God created everyone to be the way that they are and do things wrong in their life. No one is perfect, in my opinion. So I think God came to earth, and by save, I mean that God just justified what we did in a, not ceremonial, but in a way that physically representing that humans can't be held responsible or held accountable for what they've done wrong, and to allow everyone to go to heaven because no one can be held accountable for what they've done wrong in life. He responded to the point I made about, I said, I can't perceive your brain. And he responded by saying, well, I could see his brain if I were to do an MRI or, you know, a brain scan or whatever. Or I could crack open his head. I could see his brain, but he could never see God no matter what. Which is true. But let's give a different example. History. I can't go back in time and see what happened. Let's take Rome for an example. I can't see Rome. I can't perceive any of the things that happened. So what reason do I have to believe in it? Well, there's evidence. Just because I can't see something doesn't necessarily mean that that something isn't true. Now, I agree, if I can't see something and I can't test that something, then I should hold it to a higher standard of evidence. But it doesn't necessarily disprove it just because I can't see it. And then the final point he made was pointing out a contradiction in my statements, which is I said that I said what makes sense isn't really a point either way. And I'm going to clarify what I said. That wasn't what I meant to say. What I meant was that whether God created suffering or not doesn't make God non-existent or not. So if God created suffering, that doesn't mean he doesn't exist. It's like me trying to say, well, the Big Bang isn't true because atheists are evil because they believe in the Big Bang. You could say God created suffering and therefore he's evil. I mean, you could make an argument for that, but you can't make an argument God created suffering, therefore he can't possibly exist. So I don't think I phrased that the right way in my previous video. But what I meant to say is that just because God created suffering and that there is suffering doesn't mean God doesn't exist. It could prove that God is evil, which is an entirely different debate, but it doesn't necessarily mean he doesn't exist. So I think I went through all of the major points you made in your video, and I look forward to your response. Let me know if I missed anything. I might have. I made this pretty quickly after you posted it. But yeah, let me know, and I look forward to your reply. See you guys.